Hey YouTube, all things girly here, and today's video is gonna be kind of like me just explaining a little bit about myself and a story time. So first I'm just gonna start off with saying that a lot of people think that I am mean and I don't know, maybe like bitchy or whatever. But I don't, okay, I can say that I do have a mean streak, as well as I feel like everybody does. Like, there's not somebody that's going to be nice and sweet 24/7. Like, we all have that in us to be a little irritated at times and to be mean to people. But I am a very nice person. I am very generous. I am loyal to my friends and everything, and like if we're really close, I'm just a really kind person, but I'm shy and I'm quiet at the same time, and I'm also a Scorpio. So I feel like people kind of misunderstand that, like when I'm in a group setting or whatever, and if I'm quiet, people just take that as like I don't like anybody or I'm just so unapproachable. But I'm just quiet. Like, I observe people first. Like, I don't know, I'm nice, but I'm not friendly. Like, I'm not that person that's gonna go up to you and be like, oh hi, my name is blah blah blah, and start talking to you like that. Like I said, I have to feel people out first. And if I'm quiet around you, even if we've been around each other a few times, I have to be comfortable to just be like myself. And you know, because when I'm with my girls, like when I was back home in Boston, like when I was in Job Corps and stuff, like I was so comfortable. Like, we had the best time. We was always laughing. Like, people would always come up to us and be like, y'all always seem like y'all are having a good time, and every time we see y'all laughing. Like, yeah. But if I don't know you like that, or if I'm not comfortable, then I'm quiet, and people take that as being standoffish or whatever. But so I don't know, I just felt like it was important for me to say that, because there are so many people that just want to label it as, oh, you're mean, you're mean, you're mean, you're just this, you're that. And especially when they know that I'm a Scorpio, on top of all of that, that don't make it no better. Like, they're just like, ooh, I see why you like that. Like, everybody just always frowns up their face when, you know, when you're talking to somebody and they're like, oh, what's your sign? And then you're like, oh, I'm a Scorpio. They'd be like, oh. Like, it's just always that kind of response, and then we get that label like, oh, you guys are crazy and y'all are jealous and y'all are this and that. And it's like, I don't know. But I feel like the people that really know me, that take the time to get to know me, like for real, they will tell you that I am like the sweetest person ever. Now, what I don't like is, I don't like the whole fake and phony stuff. Like, I can't do that. Like, if I know that I don't like you, I would just rather not be around you. Like, I don't like to be in people's face or their company who I don't like. And then it kind of irritates me when other people are like that. Like, when you know for a fact, like, this person has been talking like the worst about somebody, but then the next time you see them, they're just like all buddy and stuff. Like, I can't handle that, because it's like, it's like, even though they're trying to put it off as like they're cool and they like each other, it's like, it's still an energy, like it's still tension, and it's like fakeness. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. But if you know, other Scorpios, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I just don't like to deal with that, and I am very selective about who I'm around. I don't just, you know, go around calling anybody my friend. I know a lot of people do that these days, but yeah, no, I don't like to do that. But like I said, if you really get to know me and we hit things off, because this is the thing about me, like, I could meet somebody, but if we don't really have nothing in common and we don't click like that, I'm not gonna try and force like a friendship or a relationship. If it happens naturally, then that's one thing, and that's cool. But if it doesn't, I'm not gonna be up in your face and trying to force myself on you. So yeah, and for me, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just different, maybe I have an old soul or whatever, but all this crazy stuff that these people are doing, because I'm not old and I'm not young, but it's like people My age, the stuff that they're into doing, I don't do it. I don't do any of it. So it's like, it's so hard for me to find people that I have stuff in common with. But and then people just see that as me being stuck up and I don't want to get to know anybody, but it's not that. Like, for example, I drink every now and then. Like, if I go out to like a restaurant or whatever and I see that they have a fruity drink that I wouldn't mind trying, because yes, I do that whole girly fruity sweet stuff. I can't do that like hardcore liquor, like no. But yeah, if I see something I want to try, then I'll try it. But that whole going out every weekend and drinking and getting drunk, and or even every day, like I just gotta have a drink, or smoking and clubbing, like I don't do any of that. I don't do it. And most people my age, that's what they're into. So it's like, okay, besides that, what do you like to do? Like, what other stuff are you into? So that's why I don't even, like, I hate to say that I don't try, but I guess that's the only thing I can really say. Because once I see that side of people and I know, like, that's the thing that you like to do the majority of the time, it's like, well, okay, well, this isn't going to go anywhere. But, yeah. I thought I would just give you guys a little background on me. But now let's get into this story time. So, when I find people that I like and I really consider them a friend, like, in my mind, like, we're friends for real. And I'm not going to say any real names or anything, but when I was in high school, I had this friend, right? And me and her were really, really cool. Like, I always have like a handful of girls that I'm cool with, and then the others not so much. But it's like, even within that group, I'm always closer to like one of the girls. So that's how it was. So in high school, I was close to this girl, and every time I would go to the store and, you know, pick out like little accessories or whatever, I would buy something for her, and she would, you know, for me too. And it was like that whole experience like you see on those like girly movies, like on Mean Girls and stuff like that, like when they be on the phone and calling each other up, like, oh, what are you wearing to school tomorrow? Oh, I'm gonna wear a skirt and some heels. Oh, okay. It was that type of thing. Like, we did that. I was at her house all the time. She came over my house. We were on the phone all the time. And then, so this was when I had gotten my first cell phone. And back in the day, it was like, the prepaid ones, like with the Virgin Mobile where you top up. So I had that phone for a while, and then I had upgraded to another one, and she didn't have a cell phone. So then, you know, my mom, being the sweet person that she is, and she just likes to help people, and she saw, you know, how close me and the girl were, and she knew that I really like considered her a friend. She was like, oh, why don't you give this one to your friend? And I'm like, oh, okay. So then she used her credit card to put money on that other phone to start my friend off. But then, you know, her parents would have to top up the phone whenever she ran out of the minutes. So that's what we did, but she didn't know that her credit card information was still on the phone. So I remember when me and her would take the bus to school every day, sometimes I would run out of minutes and my mom would be like, okay, well, I'm not topping it up right now. And my mom had a really, really good job at the time. She was a firefighter. Now, I'm not trying to be shady or anything, but I know for a fact my mom had a better job than her parents did. So it's like, when I would ask her, I'm like, how do you always have money on your phone? Like, that's what I was thinking in my head about the whole job thing. And then she would always be like, oh, my mom put it on there, my mom put it on there. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, didn't think nothing of it. Until later on down the line, my mom found out that money was taken out of her account. And, you know, when she got her credit card statement back and stuff. And so we're trying to figure out what's going on. And, you know, she was asking me if I've been, you know, doing it. But I said no. And then she believed me because, you know, I don't steal from my mom. Like, she's never really had a problem with me, like, growing up and stuff like that. So we're sitting here just trying to figure it out, and then it dawns on her, the phone we gave your friend. So then when she started going through the records and like making phone calls and stuff, they could confirm that's where the money was being taken out of the account from that phone. So then we you know, went to her house and talk to the parents and stuff like that. And this is the thing that really irritates me. Like, I don't like when people don't know their children. Like, we're coming to you with facts. This isn't anything we're making up, but you're still standing there defending your child knowing that she's in the wrong. I don't like when people, like, yeah, when you're family or even when you're really close to somebody, you're supposed to stick by them no matter what. But wrong is wrong and right is right. So you're sitting here making this girl think it's okay what she did, and it was like $1,000 worth of money that she took. That might not be a whole bunch of money, but it's still a lot of money. Like, she shouldn't have did it. And if we were friends the way I thought we were, she should never did it. She to this day, she has never came clean about it. Never. And it hurt me. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I wanted to fight her, but it bothered me so much. Like, it wasn't even like if it was some, like, a stranger or whatever, like, you would hate them and just want to beat the crap out of them. It was like, it bothered me because I really do not get close to people like that. So when I do, it's like I consider you a friend for real, and you did that, and I don't know, we just, you know, fell out over that. Like, we didn't really talk that much on the phone anymore. We didn't see each other in school. Like, even when we did see each other in passing, we didn't say anything. Like, that's up. And then, you know, the stupid girls at school that were used to seeing us together all the time, the girls that just be trying to gossip and be in the business, people you don't even talk to, but they feel like they have the nerve to come up to you and be like, oh, how come you and so aren't friends no more? Y'all don't talk no more? What happened? Like, I'm really about to sit here and tell you all my business. But yeah. And I feel like that kind of to this day makes me be the way that I am towards people. Like, I feel like, you know, people always say it's the ones that's always closest to you that, you know, do messed up stuff to you. And I really, really believe that. Like I said, if we hit it off and we click, then that's cool. But I don't just go around calling people my friend just because I meet you that one time and it's like, oh, she seems nice. Like, if you seem nice, I'm gonna say that, but I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, this is my friend. Like, no. I just really, really watch people. Like, I keep an eye on people, because you never know people's true colors or what they really feel about you or their hidden agendas. Like, you just never know. But, you know, my mom was just trying to be a nice person like she always is, and this one time it just came to bite her in the ass. I guess maybe I should have knocked that girl out. But knowing my mom, she wouldn't have wanted that. But yeah, that was it for this story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.